The Mummers Parade is believed to be the oldest folk festival in the United States, as the first parade took place in 1901. The origin of the parade traces back to the mid-1700s, when the Swedish and Finnish immigrants brought the custom of dressing in costumes and parading through the city to Tinicum, Pennsylvania. In the early 1800s, these parades became like riots, as men would fire weapons into the air and demand free drinks. After the city government took action in the late 1800s, the people began to come together to form groups and create a mass ball-like atmosphere. The first string band, Trilby, was created in 1898 and began the string band tradition in their first parade in 1902. The Mummers tradition is very rich, but is continuing to change as the years go on. The parade is very expensive to put on, as it costs over $1 million from prize money to police and other parade services. The 2009 parade was the first to be affected by financial costs, as the city was only able to provide $300,000. As a result, numerous businesses have begun to donate money, and a fund has been set up for the Mummers. The Mummers have also decided to change the route of the upcoming 2015 parade. The parade used to begin on Oregon Avenue and head north to City Hall, where the band performed. But this year, the band will begin with their performance at City Hall and continue south, where it will end on Washington Avenue. Despite these changes, the Mummers will carry on the tradition of the unofficial parade on 2 Street to celebrate another successful year of mummery. The Ferko tradition has been carried on for over 100 years. In 1905, young Joe Ferko was given a job at the pharmacy of Dr. John J. Frowlinger. 10 years later, as the Mummers began to gain popularity, Joe asked Frowlinger if he would sponsor a string band, and he agreed without hesitation. Joe Ferko was captain of the J.J. Frowlinger String Band in the 1916 Mummers Parade, until he stopped in 1921, where he moved to North Philadelphia to open his own drugstore. The Joseph A. Ferko String Band marched in their first parade in 1923, led by their captain, Joe Ferko. The band won their first of 13 first prizes under their captain in 1927. Although Joe passed away in 1965, his legacy is one that will live on not only in the Ferko String Band, but the Mummers' legacy forever. Here, I'm with the captain of the Ferko String Band, Anthony Salenza. How long have you been part of the Ferko String Band?
Going on 42 years now.
Wow. And how long have you been captain?
This will be my 7th year, I believe.
Okay. So what is your band's usual schedule to get ready for New Year's?
Well, throughout the year we practice on every Tuesday evening, and come the 4th quarter of the year, maybe from September on, we rehearse on Tuesday evening's music, and then we put the music to the drill was on Sundays, so it's at least 2 days a week, and as it gets a little bit closer to the parade, we're sometimes 3 or 4 times a week.
Wow, okay. So what does the band have planned for this year's parade?
Winning first prize.
I like that. Very good answer.
We're looking forward to it. We've got a lot of time and effort going into theme. We're very fortunate that we are in the last position, which is typically a very good position for us. Leave a lasting memory. They've seen the rest of the bands, and hopefully after they've seen everyone else, they say they were good, but the last band, Ferko, was the best.
And what distinguishes Ferko from the rest of the other bands?
Discipline. Pretty much, if I had to sum it up, it would be one word: discipline. It becomes more and more difficult in these times to continue the legacy that Joe Ferko bestowed upon us in all his years of leadership, but it is discipline, and it does pay. The amount of rehearsals and the time that we put into it doesn't just happen overnight. It's a lot of hard work from everyone in the organization.
And lastly, they changed the parade route this year. You guys are now walking south. What are your thoughts on that?
That's a question that I was trying to think about and ponder over, because I have a funny feeling a microphone was going to be put in my face asking me that question. I'm a traditionalist. I was brought up in South Philadelphia. I happen to like the old parade route, but changing times may prevail, and we'll see whether the new parade route is a little bit more fan-friendly. And I think that was the goal of the leadership, and we'll see how it works.
All right, thank you for your time. Good luck this year.
All right, thank you.
As you can see, the Mummers have a rich tradition in the city of Philadelphia. Although the financial support of the Mummers is declining, it would take a lot to take down these dedicated men. All Mummers, and especially the Joseph A. Ferko String Band, are poised and ready for the parade down Broad Street in a few short weeks to celebrate the new year. Hopefully you'll be there to support them. Go Ferko!